What is up, everybody? It's Travis here, and welcome back to the SF Bay Area SportsTalk channel, and welcome to the Postgame show. And the San Francisco Giants, unfortunately, lose a heartbreaker tonight, 7-6 in extra innings over the Miami Marlins. This was a gut punch. This was tough. This game was back and forth. Aaron Sanchez, got into some trouble early in this game, but he was able to settle down. And the Giants, they make some noise. The bats come alive, which we have been talking about. The bats needed to wake up, and so we got some offense in this game. And we gave it up late. Jake McCheese, has been incredible. When you look at this, it's just one game. It is his first blown save of the year. We know that, not everyone's going to be perfect every time out. And so just a tough one. Tight. But you have to love the resilience shown by this Giants team to fight back in this game. They fell behind early, 3-0. Then they're able to come back and get back into this game. Brandon Belt got things going for the Giants with a home run in the top of the seventh. And then you had Brandon Crawford knock in Evan Longoria with an RBI single to cut the lead to 3-2. And then Austin Slater, my man, comes up with a big pinch hit, 3-run blast to put the Giants up 5-3. And we were feeling good at that point in the game. And welcome in everyone to the post-game show. Thank you so much, everyone, for checking in. And we will be getting to some comments here shortly. So glad you joined us tonight. And we are going to break this down. It's tough when you have games like this, but we know the Giants are incredibly resilient. We're going to shake this one off. And this is definitely not, how we wanted to play this series. I thought for sure we could come in this series and win this series, maybe even sweep. But, now we are going to be happy with just trying to salvage a game in the finale of the series. And so when you had the Giants up 5-3, McGee in that ninth inning gave up 4 hits, got hit around a bit. Then we go to extra innings. And oh man, Donnie Barrels keeps on hitting. Donovan Solano comes off the bench today, goes 2 for 2, and is now hitting .350 on the season. Oh my goodness, that is absolutely incredible for Donnie Barrels, and sets up the opportunity in that 10th inning for the Giants to take the lead. And they would go up 6-5 in the 10th inning there. And we just went, Harlan Garcia tries to close it out there in the bottom of the 10th. And, you give credit to Alfaro for the Marlins. He comes up with the game winner. And I mean, just absolutely, it's a gut punch. I mean, I felt it. I know we all felt this one tonight. And, but, the good news is it's just one game, and, we're going to bounce back. And so, we're feeling great still with where we are despite it. Welcome in, everybody, to the post-game show. So glad you joined us. Let's get to some comments. We got a big shout out to the real DJ Gravy. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for subscribing. Really means a lot to me, and it really helps out the channel big time. Thank you so much, Real DJ Gravy. Good to see you in the post game for the first time. Radio sounded so crazy. I can just imagine. I mean, hearing everything going on from this game, just crazy. I mean, this game, baseball is a crazy game. Sometimes you never know what is going to happen, and we all felt like we had this one in the bag, going to the 9th inning with Jake McGee coming in there. But, it just got away from us. And so, we just got to bounce back, and definitely confident we are going to bounce back. And let's get to some more comments. We got Robert, welcome in to the post-game show. So great to see you, my friend. How are you doing tonight? No need to dwell on this game. It's a tough loss, and we can redeem ourselves. I'm right there with you, Robert. I'm feeling a little bit better now that it's been about an hour or so after the game, and we're going to bounce back. So this hurts just in the moment. Today it hurt, but when you look at the grand scheme of things, we're in a good place. We can come out tomorrow, win the finale of the series, and we got Alex Wood set to make his Giants debut tomorrow. So that's going to be incredibly exciting. That'll be good to get us back on track and before we head into Philadelphia, and we'll try to finish out this road trip, at least finish out a good road trip. I mean, we can still have a winning road trip if we go out, win these next 4 games here. It just starts with taking it one game at a time. But you look at the positives of this game. Sanchez battled out there, going through 4 2/3 innings. And then you had the offense wake up, which we had been needing them to for quite some time. So hopefully the Giants offense will get going now after a game like this tonight. We got Tommy in the house. Welcome. We got Sebastian Dispo. Welcome to the show. How is everyone doing tonight? And there are 147 or roughly 148 games to go. And so much time left in the season. Giants now 4 games back of the Dodgers after this loss. Dodgers, man, we know that they're going to be, obviously on paper, they're one of the best teams in the league. And they are off to a hot start, 12-2. But look, I definitely think we can still compete, and we don't want to fall too far behind the Dodgers because, in my opinion, what we've been able to do early in the season, we've at least been able to hang around there. And, if we can keep that going, it's going to be good to see where we'll be at by the end of the season. We got Brady Anderson. Welcome to the post-game show. How are you doing tonight? Hey, Travis, did you see my Celtics versus Warriors game tonight? I did watch it. I watched the tail end of it after the Giants game. And as you know, Brady, I'm heartbroken. I mean, that's a tough one. Big shot. Congratulations to your Celtics. Tonight, you guys fought very hard. Tatum balled out. So many guys played well in this game. And just praying for Juan Toscano Anderson. He had to go to the locker room, and so praying that he's good. Nothing too serious there. Tough one for the Warriors as they're trying to make a playoff push, but Warriors will bounce back strong. So appreciate you, Brady, checking in. Such a crazy game that was. Bulls get the big win over the Cavaliers. Appreciate that big time. I'm doing pretty good right now, despite the tough losses today. I'm sure a lot of you know I'm a pretty optimistic person always. I tend to always try to look at the positives of things. And sometimes, these losses hurt. So today was kind of one of those days, but, still feeling good about, where the Giants are headed this season. And I'm excited. I think they're going to put this loss in the rearview mirror, and good thing we got a day game tomorrow. Early game to get us back on track. Not blaming McGee for the loss, but he has been great so far. Absolutely. You can't, I don't think we put any blame on McGee tonight. And look, the dude had been absolutely perfect this year. I mean, coming into today, he had not allowed an earned run on the season. So we knew that was going to happen eventually. I guess if you're going to give up 2 runs, I guess better to do it. Just tough. But McGee has been so spectacular, and I know he will bounce back from this. So nothing to worry about. Harlan Garcia, though, gives up the big hit. That was tough. Because, if he could have got that out and gotten that save, that would have been so huge for us to get this win. We just this is tough. We just got to bounce back strong. At least you're 1 run short. yeah, could have been a lot worse. The Giants bats could have gone quietly in this game. So I'm very happy that we were able to get things going, put up some runs on the board. And let's get to some more comments. Can't wait for Alex Wood to start tomorrow. Let's keep up the great starting pitching. Offense will come around. Absolutely love it. Can't wait for Alex Wood to make his debut tomorrow. And with the bats going today, hopefully that gets them going. And something intriguing, the Giants going into this year, they are averaging, I think it's about 3.8 or 3.9 runs a game. And last year we were averaging about, I think, 4.7, 4.8 runs a game. So it is uncharacteristic to see this offense for the Giants not hitting as well as they were last year. But it's still early in the season. And going into the year, I really believe that this Giants team offensively can actually be better than what they did last year. And so, they still, have some room to improve, but I think they will get it going. And, it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. Yet the best teams also have tough losses. Yeah, so true. Great point here, Robert. You really kind of measure how well your team is doing by how competitive they are. And you look at a lot of the Giants losses this year, they have been close games, whether it's 1 or 2 run losses. I can't even remember if the Giants have even been blown out this year. I mean, every game that they have lost has been super close. And even the games that they have been winning, they've been winning some close games, a lot of torture. I mean, as Giants fans, we got the torture in our DNA, and so we know how it is. That was the worst closing pitching. Yeah, just awful. It was awful tonight. But with McGee again, it was pretty much his one bad outing of the season, and so yeah, you just kind of shake this one off, and I think McGee is going to be just fine. He'll be back out there next save situation. Let's hope it is tomorrow, and so we can get back on track. And yeah, so all part of the game, these tough losses, you're going to go through them during a long 162 game season. But to me, these losses, you find out what you're made out of, because, you see how this Giants team will respond. And I think they will respond incredibly well. They will come out tomorrow. I know this loss is definitely going to tick them off tonight, and they are going to want to get right back in the win column tomorrow. So let's do that so we can get a happy flight on our way to Philadelphia. So yeah, a lot of good things potentially coming for the Giants tomorrow. So we are looking ahead. Just got to head out. Good luck to your Giants tomorrow, Travis and Giants fans here. Thank you so much, Brady. Really appreciate your support, and best of luck to your Red Sox this season. I saw former Giant Christian Arroyo. I think he's doing pretty well with you guys. So I wish Christian Arroyo all the best with your Red Sox. And best of luck to you guys. Thank you, Brady. But then Marlins can hit, got to tip your hat. Yeah, absolutely. You look at some of the performances for Miami tonight. Corey Dickerson with a 4-hit performance. He's a big dude out there. He had a great game. And Alfaro, he, of course, got the game-winning 2-run double in the bottom of the 10th. And then Chisholm for the Marlins, he was in a lot of action today and, of course, got a home run yesterday. So, this Marlins team is got some players. They got some veterans, and they got a great mix of young talent. Kind of similar with what you see with the Giants, we got Longoria, Posey, we have some veterans, and then we have a great mix of young talent. This Marlins team, they're a tough bunch, and, we have definitely found out in this series, and, it's going to be good to go out there tomorrow, try to salvage a win in this series. We have not seen the best of the Giants yet, and that is so true. Because, look, I mean, if we could have won this game, we would, I think, be sitting at 2 games back of the Dodgers. And we know that there's been some games that we could have won this year. And so this Giants team, can be can be even better than what we have seen. And that's what's incredibly exciting, because when they start going, and I mean, I'm talking, they are going to roll off an incredible winning streak, and we're going to be winning a lot of baseball games. And this is just a mini bump in the road, just a mini bump in the road early in the season. And looking at the bats as they came alive today, that was huge. And, this year we have seen timely hitting. We've gotten big home runs. And now we just got to see the offense string together a lot of hits together and hit for a higher average and get on base more. And so I think you will see that coming for this Giants offense. And yeah, another, big topic to talk about, Brandon Belt with a big game today. That is huge for Belt, especially because Belt has gotten off to a very slow start this year. Today, he gets a big home run in the 7th inning and then gets the big RBI double late in the game. And so, yeah, Brandon Belt really getting off, it's going to be huge for him to get things going. And now I think he's hitting $194 on the season. And so that's big for Belt tonight. And we mentioned Solano going 2 for 2, another multi-hit game for Donnie Barrels. And I'm telling you, I think Donovan Solano has got a great chance to compete for the MVP. And, obviously when some MVPs, you think of them hitting 30, 40 home runs, but Donnie Barrels, he hit 10 to 15 home runs, but he's hitting over 350, and then he can drive in a runs. And so I think Donnie Barrels is definitely going to be in the running for MVP this season if he keeps up the incredible pace that he is on right now, Donovan Solano. And then you also as well, he had a nice game today, a couple of hits and an RBI single. So Crawford appearing to get things going here. He had gotten off to a slow start this season, but whenever Crawford has been getting hits, it seems like they have been big hits coming at the right time, hitting big home runs or getting a big hit late in the game. And so seeing these guys start to pick it up, that's going to be huge. Dubon is another guy that, has gotten off to a slow start. And so you would like to see him start picking it up. And I think today he had a mental day off. So, I think a day off given to him to kind of just clear his head a bit, because sometimes, when you're constantly struggling, you don't want a player's confidence to go under by keep running them out there. So I think one day off for Dubon, I think that will do him wonders. And I think you'll see him back in the lineup tomorrow and he'll be good to go. We got Johnny Cage in the house. Welcome to the postgame show. How are you doing tonight, Johnny? Yeah, what a game. Just crazy. I'm just, I cannot believe what we saw tonight. This game had everything and just goes to show you never know with baseball what can happen. Yeah, Solano has been underrated his whole career. Absolutely. And let me get some water real quick. Yeah, what a story for Donnie Barrels. I mean, you look at his story, came up with the Marlins, actually, I think back in 2014 or so, and 2015, was a utility guy, but, of course, had never really kind of got things going. And then, you saw him when he got to the Giants, he was a utility guy, occasionally started, but every time you put him up there, he was grinding out at bats, putting quality ABs, and Donovan Solano has earned his way to where he is right now. And it's such an amazing story. 2019, he tore it up in 70 or 80 games. And then last year in the shortened season, absolutely tore it up. And he is doing that again this year. So to see a guy like Donnie Barrels at now the age 31 or 32, really put together the best stretch of 3-year stretch in his career. Just incredible. And it's going to be so much fun to watch Solano. And I definitely expect the Giants to sign him to, a multi-year deal, maybe a 2 or 3 year deal in the offseason. Because I definitely think, that they're going to want to keep him because if he keeps on hitting like this, And maybe a 2-year deal, maybe not a 3-year deal, because we do have a lot of up and coming young prospects. And so, yeah, we'll see what happens. And I'm excited to see if Donnie Barrels can, potentially win the MVP. I know that probably they're looking more maybe at, the home runs. I think probably definitely play a factor in the MVP voting. But when you're seeing Solano do what he's doing, driving in runs, hitting, over 350. It's just incredible. Yep. Win tomorrow and Z. Yep. Z. I love it. That is the mindset. We are coming in strong tomorrow. We are going to get this win. Just like yesterday's Dodgers marathon W. Oh man, that was crazy. That first game of that series between your Dodgers, Johnny, and the Padres. Oh man, just crazy. And, for that to be just the first game between those two teams, it's going to be a lot of fun watching those teams go at it. And especially with the Giants going at the Padres and going at the Dodgers. And so really looking forward to those matchups. And yeah, may the best team win in the division. We shall see. Win tomorrow and sweep the Phillies. That is our mentality, and we can do it. Just like, when we had dropped that first game in the Red Series, we came right back and won 2 in a row to get the series victory there. And so we're going to bounce back and get on a nice winning streak coming up. Let's see, tonight it's 2-0. Okay, Dodgers bottom 9th. So yeah, best of luck. Best of luck to your Dodgers, Johnny. So yeah, let's get to some more stats in this one. Austin Slater, man. Of course, the big 3-run pinch hit home run. It felt like at that point in the game that, with how lights out our bullpen has been of late, that once Slater got that 3-run blast and put us up 5-3 and us coming back down 3-0, I felt like we were going to take this one. And yeah, as we know, the bullpen let it up tonight. But we're going to bounce back. And, when you look at a guy like Austin Slater, that is huge. To see what he's doing. And I think this year he is going to take that next leap in his career and become the player that, we all know he can become. He is now starting against both righties and lefties, and he has proven that, by putting up quality at bats. And so I love to see that from Slater. And now you're seeing him, get a lot of playing time in center field, also along with Dubon. And so those guys can play great outfield, and they're great young players on this team. And, it's going to be so much fun to see where they can, what they can accomplish this year. And of course, Slater, he has got arguably the best throwing arm on this Giants team. He has got a cannon of an arm, launching it from the outfield. So that was big tonight. Big, and to have Slater do this coming off the bench, that's huge. To know that he can also do good in that pinch hit situation. But I don't think you'll see Slater pinch hitting a whole lot this year, in the sense that I think he's going to be starting more often than not. But on days that he doesn't start, to have that luxury to come off the bench, a bat like Slater, and like in this game to hit a 3-run blast, so huge. And so, yeah, let's talk about the bullpen here a bit. So Sanchez going 4 2/3 innings. And after that, you had Wendy Peralta come into the game. Peralta gets out of that inning. And for Peralta, after giving up the big 3-run home run in yesterday's game, I thought that was huge, that he was able to come into this game and, get that out to kind of put some confidence back into his tank after giving up a big home run yesterday. Then after Peralta, you had Jose Alvarez come in, and he has been lights out for us out of the bullpen. He goes 2/3 of an inning. Did get roughed up, though, giving up a couple runs tonight. So he was off his game. Yeah, the pitchers that, have been on top of their game, with Peralta last night and Alvarez and McGee tonight and Harlan Garcia. Yeah, these guys have been lights out, but tonight and, it was just a struggle. And so you're going to have these games sometimes, and you kind of just hope that when these guys have these hiccups in the bullpen, that, your offense maybe has put up enough runs, or your rotation, has pitched you deep into the game. So yeah, when we look at, this Giants team this year, one of the things that has been so exceptional to see has been the strength of the starting rotation. They have been absolutely spectacular, and you love to see that. And we mentioned it, with the veterans in this rotation, Cueto, of course, Gosman, another year. You have Aaron Sanchez, Anthony Disclafani. These guys have been so spectacular. And now we have Alex Wood set to make his debut. And so the rotation has been an exceptionally strong point for this Giants team. And the bullpen has been really well of late. And yeah, except tonight, it was just an off night, as Johnny says, for the San Francisco bullpen. And it was. This was an off night for us. And, we just kind of shake it off. We tip our cap to the Marlins. That team, they got a good team. And, I give them a lot of credit in Derek Jeter, the ownership group there, and just the whole front office as a whole, what everyone has been able to do. And Kim as well, I believe the general manager, she has done incredible job with this Marlins team, and to put them in this position, last year, you look at what the Marlins did, they surprised everybody making the playoffs. And this year, I don't have their exact record pulled up, but, when you watch this team, you see the things that, that get you excited. If you're a Marlins fan, seeing what this team, they're going to be a lot of fun to watch. So we'll see what happens here. And let's see if the Giants can salvage a game in this series tomorrow, so we can get on a happy flight to Philadelphia. And that will be a fun series. And also for Gabe Kapler, is the first time he'll be going up against his former team that he managed for. So that'll be an intriguing storyline going into that game. Now, also in this game, Matt Wisler came into the game after Alvarez. He got an out, and Wisler is another guy that has had a few rough outings this year and is a guy that needs to get back on track in that bullpen. And I think his slider has just not been as fresh as he would like it to be so far early in the season. So I think you're starting to see Wisler, kind of get a feel for the slider. And once he's got that slider going, he is unhittable. Wisler throws the slider 85% of the time. It is so filthy out there. And so look for him to, start getting it going. And huge arm to have to go to in those high leverage situations. And Tyler Rogers, the Submariner, another great game tonight, going an inning and 2/3, allowing just one hit. And now Tyler Rogers with a 0.93 ERA on the season. Incredible. Rogers, you can definitely rely on him and have confidence. There was one game he blew this year, but when you look at, again, his whole season's work, it has been tremendous, and he has gotten better from last season. And so you love to see that from Tyler Rogers. And of course, as we mentioned, Harlan Garcia, unfortunately, it was not his night tonight. Quality left-hander out of the bullpen, gives it up to Alfaro for the Marlins, and he knocks in the game-winning 2-run double. And we dropped this one, but we are feeling optimistic. We are feeling positive because we know what this Giants team can accomplish. And, we haven't even seen the best of how good this Giants team can be this year. And so, let's do it tomorrow. Let's try to get back into the win column, shake off this loss, because all it takes, just one win. You're feeling good about yourself, and you're going to Philadelphia. And so, so before we wrap up the post-game show here shortly, we are going to get to our picks of the game. And so if you would like, feel free to let me know who your pick of the game is, and would love to hear your thoughts and reactions to this crazy game. What did you think about it? How did you react to it? Would love to hear. And if you happen to be watching this stream later on, leave your comments down below. Always enjoy reading all your thoughts, everyone. Thank you so much for that. And so for my pick of the game, I am going to take, let's see. I'm going to take Brandon Belt. I thought, we've this year with him struggling, some people have talked about potentially would Belt maybe be traded? Would Belt lose his position in the lineup? When you look at the guys that we have on this Giants team, Wilmer Flores, another guy that needs to get it going. But when you can potentially have a guy like Flores and, that you can pencil him in at first, and you have a guy like Tommy La Stella who can play multiple positions in the infield. You did start to wonder if Belt wasn't going to get things going. His spot in the lineup definitely was at risk. But for him to go out tonight, hit a big home run in that 7th inning. Giants were trailing 3-0 in that game. I mean, if he doesn't get a home run there, who knows if the bats come alive there in the late innings. So I'm taking Belt tonight as he gets 2 hits, a big home run, and a big RBI double. I think it was there in the top of the 10th inning, of course. So huge for Belt to get back on track and to do what he is doing. And so I'm taking Brandon Belt tonight for my pick. And let me know if you would like who your pick of the game is, everyone. And thank you so much. Really appreciate all your support. And so before we wrap up, if you haven't done so, let's make some noise for the YouTube algorithm and let's smash up that like button. Thank you everyone so much. This really helps out the channel big time. This lets YouTube know that this stream is relevant. And so then YouTube can recommend this video to as many Giants fans and baseball fans out there. So thank you everybody so much for your support. It really helps out. And all it takes is just 1 second of your time to smash up that like button. And thank you. Thank you so much. And if you haven't done so, definitely consider subscribing to the channel. We do these post-game shows after every Giants game, including in-depth analysis of free agent signings, trades, and all things Giants here on the SF Bay Area Sports Talk channel. So if that sounds good to you, you know what to do. Really appreciate that, everybody. And turn on that bell notification so you can be notified when these videos are being released and when I'm going live. Otherwise, YouTube will decide what videos to recommend to you. So definitely keep that in mind. Thank you again, everybody, so much. Giants are going to bounce back. So before we wrap up, we are staying positive. We are optimistic. We are feeling great about where this Giants team is going. We haven't even seen the best of how good this team can be. And we are feeling good about tomorrow with Alex Wood set to make his Giants debut. So let's do it tomorrow, everybody. Let's get a win for the Giants tomorrow. We can do it. We got this. Let's do it. Let's go, Giants. Woo! We got it. All right, everybody. We will see you all later. Have a fantastic rest of your night. Take care and strive for greatness. Let's go, Giants. Peace out, everyone. Appreciate all of you.